when you sort of step back and you see things like, there was in the press not too long ago about TA UK and purple bricks. I don't know whether anyone saw that. And I always find these things get a bit unnecessary in terms of the reaction to things and a bit of mudslinging here and there. But a natural reaction when two businesses come together or announce an alliance is people probably do naturally wonder whether one side eventually sort of disappears or folds into the other. Can you categorically say that that's not the plan? Is that a part of the future? No.
So what happens with in our business and in our future is that the Avocado team is part of the IAD network and the IAD business.
Yeah.
The Avocado team lives on, grows on. Yeah. The team that the guys are building now is going to continue to build and become a phenomenal part of the UK thing. They've got their own brand identity. They've got their own onboarding culture. They've got their own training rhythm. They've the meetings and all of that. The cultural piece that the Avocado business has got, we do not want to change in any direction. Yeah. Yes, there is brand association, like what Cindy was tinkering with the other day. We have an IAD element to the Avocado team. and that
Cindy,
will happen.
for God's sake, you're supposed to be on my side.
But yeah, the key bits that make Avocado are staying in place, right? There is absolutely no commercial benefit to us to get involved with a business like that and then take away all those good bits. Like we're not that type of business. And actually, it isn't going to be the last team that does this.
No.
Like we are the brokerage and they are the team.
Yeah.
And actually, you can operate as an IAD agent, you can operate as an Avocado team agent, and join that. And there'll be there's other teams within the business, other teams in the business already. So
how many agents are in IAD now?
We are 130.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, really cool. Really cool.
So that's, how many did you say? 20 odd at the start?
Yeah.
So that's pretty. I mean, like that's strong growth.
It is. Yeah. No, it is, and it's that first 100 is really hard. Like honestly, like with the people that come, the people that go, the people that succeed, the people that don't. Actually, that first 100 is the hard 100 to try and get that going, to get that right, to build the quality and the people that stay and do well. And it's wonderful to see that happen and see that sort of that foundational base of agents that love it, live it, and work really well every day, grow and grow and grow over time. But yeah, that's what I've spent the past 3 years.
What's that been like for you? Because in a completely different sense, you've done that bit with David Lee. Over how many years?
19 years, David Lee had been running.
19 years, and your heart and your sleeve, everything's freaking involved in this thing, and then you done what Ian's doing now, and went into this new world, this new platform. In one word, how would you sum up the last few years?
Roller coaster. That's true, isn't it? Is that true? No, but it was. We went from that same position that Ian's in, where we loved our brand. Like we had a pink brand as well. Right?
I think estate agents do, don't
we? We had a pink and black brand that we bled for 19 years. So we had to make a decision to lose our brand to become IAD. There was no point in us coming into there. And was that part of the deal? They're not going to take over our brand. Like it's just crazy. It's not. That's not how the business is going to work. We're not launching the business in the UK, and they're not the business that they are everywhere else. It makes no sense. You get no benefit from that. Yeah. So unfortunately, we had to let our brand merge in and became IAD.
How was that for you? What was that like?
It was painful to do it, to feel like we're letting it go. It was a bit worrying because we felt like we were losing some of that brand loyalty that we built up over that time.
That's a massive step.
And yeah, exactly. In a similar way to Avocado agents, our agents had invested time and money in that brand to build their own local reputation. But I think what boiled down after the event, and you only really get that looking back, is that it's the agents that people like. Yeah. Yes, the brand was part of their toolkit, but it was really the agents, and the agents' names more predominantly was what they wanted to be working with, the faces that they recognized and the people that they were familiar with. So yes, brand is very important, and I invest in brand every day, and I want to continue to build that. So it wasn't an available option for us to become a brokerage team within IAD at that early stage, but that was only an early stage problem. Yeah. And both David and I did it reluctantly, and is still reluctantly to this day. But the reality is that had to be the way forward at that point.
How hard was that to communicate that decision, especially if there's a part of you which didn't want that to be the case, if that makes sense? Because I do find it's sometimes very difficult to explain or communicate a business change, a directional change, if you like, to people that are fully invested in another direction.
So, I mean, directions were similar, right? It was similar directions. So it wasn't like opposing things. Such. I think there was so much benefit to the move
that they outweighed
for our team, but personally, we underestimated the amount of time that benefit would take to shine through.
Right.
We had the time to absorb that, to digest it, to understand it, and to then see past it. Yeah. And I'm very sort of quite future focused, so I'm always like looking ahead all of the time. So it was easier for me probably to get my head around it and then look to the next thing that was going to excite me to start moving me forward. And we underestimated the timeline that it would take to bring the rest of the team with us. Yeah. And it was something that I was really, really conscious of with any business change, is actually just to make sure we give the agents time and information to be able to digest it at their own pace. And we think they could be up to speed like we are the minute that we tell them. And it's not always the case. And we've had a longer period of time to digest that and to let it percolate. And to give the agents the time to do the same.
So the roller coaster, that was probably one of the hardest parts.
Yes.
Is that fair to say?
Oh yeah. The transfer period.
The top of the roller coaster, the high.
I mean, hitting those milestones and making the impact in the market that we have from a business standpoint, in terms of hitting those milestone numbers of agent growth, going over 100, which happened in a heartbeat due to the alliance with Avocado. It was like something that we were building for, and then boom, we were way over it, and we were sort of moving on to the next sort of growth milestone. But actually, watching the success of the agents within the network continue to grow and develop. I had a conversation with one of our agents just last week. She's turned over today what she turned over in the whole of last year, and her business has continued to grow and develop and develop and develop. In just about 6 months, she's done 12 months worth of turnover and has completely embraced our model. She knows everything about what she's building. She understands it. She's pulling what she wants, not pulling what she doesn't want. So if she doesn't want to do certain things, she doesn't want to do lettings, or she doesn't want to build a team or whatever that, but she's doing exactly what it's designed to do. It's an entrepreneurial platform with a network of agents, and you build the business that you want to build within it. Yeah, nice. And it can be this rocket ship of a business, or it could be a lifestyle business if you wanted it to be. If that works for you and your customers, then who am I to tell you not to do that? That's the model that we're giving people access to.
So what does IAD gain from this alliance that it couldn't maybe just carry on building itself?
I think there is a massive knowledge and cultural gain from a partnership like ours, bringing in two fantastic leaders in the business, as well as a group of super high performing, high potential agents into the network that believe in self-employed. They want to run their own ship. And actually now we've kind of opened a couple of other doors of options to their businesses that, like, a good percentage of them are really going to embrace. And that's super exciting to see them build something now for themselves that has a value, because these agents can now build businesses inside this structure that has an asset value that could be worth money to them in the future off the back of their success and their hard efforts.
And is like EXP, for argument's sake, there are other models, as Chris Watkins would say, in your sites, or is it, no, they do their thing? I mean, I don't know whether there's downlines and all that kind of stuff in IAD. Is that the case?
Yeah, so you can build a team within IAD. Right. So within IAD, you can build a team and you can support other agents through a team. It's a mentorship program. So there is a mentorship program where you look after and support agents that you introduce to the business,
which I think is a brilliant way of developing agents.
Well, business is lonely, right?
Yeah.
But running your own business is a really, really lonely place, and having a mentor that's actually already trodden that path is can be really helpful. But it's not the only resource available to you. It's just one of the resources available to you as you go about building your business with IAD, and that can happen through a multiple of levels. And the reason that happens is anybody that you introduce to the business also has the ability to go and do the same in the future if they want to.
Yeah.
And that would then form level 2 inside of your organization. Yeah. And you would receive a share of the revenue at that level as well. And this goes through 5 levels. So the agents can build businesses beyond their own activities over time. Yeah. Through this mentorship.
That was the appeal for us.
Okay. I was going to ask you, what do you gain?
We are that. We have a team. We have the Avocado team. Yeah. So although we've done the deal that we've done, we are IAD mentors for the Avocado agents to carry on supporting them. Like Lee says, so
you don't really see much change in that respect.
They don't, and that was really important for us. Is we were talking about, you sort of provoked the question at the start, what happens to the Avocado brand? We've spent so much time and energy building a website that brings in 20 to 25,000 hits a month and 150 to 200 valuations every month. That's an asset. There's no reason to kill that asset because it's fucking valuable, right? Very valuable in our game. But also for us, for me and Mike, we can do the bit that we want to do, which is support the agents, run training sessions, learn more around marketing, lead generation, and deliver that more frequently without the concern of what's the right move bill going to be next month, and what's going to happen with fixed costs and staff and this, that, and the other. We don't have those concerns anymore. We can just be really proactive with supporting the team, and then we get our same allocation of mentorship share for that. I mean, our invoice that we sent last month was huge. Like, it was huge. So me and Mike are probably earning more money now than we were before, and obviously we've done a deal at the same time. So it's a win-win for kind of everyone, really. Yeah. And Lee mentioned, the agents are these are the top of the top in terms of self-employed agents. The average Avocado agent is doing over 120, 125 grand on average.
What, in terms of banked commission?
Banked commission, yeah. We got guys and girls doing 250, 300 grand a year. Like, they're proper businesses.
That's what yeah. And that's out there in today's market, right?
Yeah, and it is. You just got to follow the system. You got to have the process. You got to stand out from the crowd. You've got to be a good agent, but it's not just about, I deliver good customer service or I've been in agency for 20 years. You've got to have the system, the marketing and the support and that knowledge